To do with that? Do you think perhaps he has a monkey style from Bloodsport that he utilizes in the ring? Could that be where that came from?
A monkey style. That's very interesting. Sean Dahmer may have a primate-like unorthodoxness to him. We're going to see how he fares in this matchup against Max Alexander. And certainly we'd all love to be seeing you, Mr. Cross, in the ring. Bell sounds are underway. Briefly, before we touch upon some in-ring action, would you like to update any of your fans on your current condition? I know you had a very unfortunate in-ring injury the other week.
I tore my groin at Jersey All Pro Wrestling. I had to miss this year's Super 8 tournament this past weekend. I'm supposed to be in Japan right now, had to miss that. Trying to make the best of the situation. I'll be back soon. That sort of stuff happens in professional wrestling, and I'm here doing some commentary. We'll make the best of it.
That's right. We'll see M-Dog back in the ring in just a few weeks' time. Quick exchange to start this matchup out between Max Alexander and the Psycho One, Sean Dahmer. And there's a wrist lock, cinched in reversal, as now Alexander is in control. Trips him up from behind. Quick cover attempt here too, and no, Dahmer turns around. A little bit of technical skill there from the Psycho One, as now with a hammerlock is Max Alexander, and certainly Dahmer's going to carry the size advantage and power advantage in this matchup. Alexander's going to have to keep the Psycho One on the ground. Shoulders down once again, hook at the leg, 2 and no, as Dahmer again escapes here in the opening contest here this evening. Up underneath, second time, and a spinning heel kick. And the back elbow as well, as Alexander starts to open up here. Flies through the air, body tackle, takes him down, and Sean Dahmer,
I don't know if you caught it there in that quick barrage, but I definitely saw the Arsenio Hall that got this crowd into it. The crowd solidly behind Alexander. Sean Dahmer has gone to the outside to gather his composure, gather his thoughts, making his way back in now. He's going to have to step up his game. The youngster is
dug in the clothesline by Dahmer. Dahmer was waiting for him. Straight boot, neckbreaker combination. Nicely done for the lateral press, 2 and no. Sean Dahmer doesn't hook a leg, and certainly very frustrated as a result. A straight boot right to the head, Kawada style, by Sean Dahmer. Again distracted by the ringside fans here. Great crowd on hand tonight at the Wedge.
Great venue as well. My first time in this building. A great place for some professional wrestling action, I will say.
Very nice club/bar atmosphere here. As Dahmer opening up with some chops.
Oh!
A few more. Dazes Alexander in the corner. Snapmare takeover.
The indie kick straight to the back.
Dahmer going to follow through at a steam. Caught him in the facial region as well. Drives all the way down with the senton. Cover 2 and no. Near fall situation.
Using his weight to his advantage. When you are in the ring, kicking out does take power. It does take your wind away. It does take all those things that you're going to need later on in the match.
And Dahmer is raking away at the face.
Blatant disrespect for the official.
Oh, no doubt about that. And Dahmer doesn't seem to care. Dahmer only cares about hurting his opposition.
And making silly noises.
Well, that would be part of his repertoire as well. You don't exactly learn proper English in the nut ward or wherever he would be.
Do you think perhaps that is a attempt to get ahead of his opponent psychologically? Do you think this is a mental?
I think that curb stomp, Dahmer just stuck his foot into his opponent's head. It may be a little bit of psychology, but certainly we've seen Dahmer in CWE for quite a number of months, and he's never looked stable. He's never looked necessarily right in the head. And another near fall situation on Max Alexander. and over. Pat O'Connor roll up by Alexander's shoulders are down. But you can see the power behind Dahmer's kick out. Suplexes him overhead. Quickly into the cover now. Dahmer 2 and no. And more frustration by Sean Dahmer. You ever encounter anybody in the ring quite like Sean Dahmer?
Closest I can say is perhaps Delirious with that, the almost mental attack they hit you with, the unorthodox style as you mentioned, where you're not sure how to prepare for it. You don't know what they're thinking or if they're thinking at all, and it definitely takes you off your game.
And much like Delirious, doesn't appear that either one of them understand English to any extent.
No. They also like black and green.
They do. That's very.
I wonder if that is the official colors of the mentally off.
Maybe Sean Dahmer is indeed also half lizard. He's been keeping it from us all this time. I don't know. But Sean Dahmer certainly on the attack. Alexander precarious in the corner.
Ooh.
I believe Mr. M-Dog, he calls that Mr. Squishy.
Is that so? I was hoping for the Bronco Buster myself.
And Dahmer down for the cover, but poor ring positioning as Alexander quick to grab the bottom rope. And even with all that attack on the head area of Mr. Alexander, still knew where he was in the ring. And more knife edges by Psycho Sean Dahmer. To the ride now, into the buckle, and Dahmer going to charge in. Nobody home. Clothesline. Duck. German
man over. What a show of power.
Dahmer's got to be somewhere near that 280 to 300 pound mark. It takes a lot of leverage and power. But does Alexander have anything left at this point? He needs a cover. Doesn't have enough to get to it. Exchange of right hands now, center ring. The brawling. Instinctively, you'd say it favors Dahmer, but with that the garb on Alexander, that may not be the case. The ride. Charging through with the double knees. Side Russian leg sweep. Nice technique.
Got to follow up. Oh, it's going for a high-risk move.
And this could be a mistake. Dahmer out of the way. Had plenty of time. And Alexander has a very awkward landing. Look out here.
He looks dazed.
No doubt about it. And Dahmer sends him down, and that's gonna. Is that gonna be all?
And
it is.
A version of Kento's Go to Sleep, I do believe.
No doubt about that. He calls that the Thorazine drip.
Ooh, there it was.
And Dahmer hits it to perfection. And indeed it was Max Alexander who went to sleep here tonight in the match with Psycho Sean Dahmer, your victor.